Hey buddy, Sam back once again, and yes, I am back in another video, and in this one, we're actually going to be unboxing this bad boy. Yes, the brand spanking new, not even officially launched, obviously it's been announced, but not launched, the Huawei P40 Pro, and as you can see there, it is co-engineered with Leica. Focus! So yeah, I want to say thank you to the guys over at Huawei for actually sending this to me for the video today. It is very much appreciated. And right, so we've got a look around the box. So it's got P40 Pro, Huawei, information on the bottom, and again, Huawei in the back, and nothing. So your box might look like this. It might look different. Who knows? Anyway, shut up, Sam. Let's see what we actually get inside it. So, dun dun dun. Stick that off to the side just there. And there it is. There's the star of the show. So what I'll do is I'll run down some of the main specifications for those people that are not too sure about the actual phone itself. And we'll also obviously get inside, see what's inside the box as well. So it does have a 6.5 inch, so 6.6 inches pretty much, 6.58, so 6.6 inches OLED display. It's a 90 Hertz panel, which I mean, kind of very, very intrigued to test. So, a bit of cardboard. Also we got a little SIM ejector, and in my box here I'm actually getting a little protective case. So have a quick look at that one, shall we? So you may or may not get this, obviously depending on your region or where you are. So yeah, it is nice, just a nice little silicone kind of plastic case. So happy days. It's nice and reflective, isn't it? Huh? Geez, look at that. Very, very clear. So I'm going to stick that off to the side as well. And not much in my box. You should obviously get your manual, your quick start guide, etc, etc. Obviously this is being a kind of review one. You don't have all that stuff in there. We're also going to get our European charger. So if you are in the UK and you do order the UK one, you will get a UK plug, do not worry. But if you're anywhere else, obviously in Europe or wherever you might be in the world, you should get your local kind of charger as well. And this one is the 40 watt charger. So yes, this phone actually does 40 watt supercharge and 27 watt wireless charge, which is faster than the iPhone's normal charge. That's just bonkers to me. 27 watt wireless, absolutely insane. We're also going to get a USB to Type-C, which is, as you can see, that is the purple. So it does the Huawei Supercharge. Happy days. And we're also going to get some Type-C headphones as well, which is like the little Huawei kind of bud ones. Yeah. So it's cool you do get them. Most people are not going to use the headphones, but I do like the fact that Huawei still include them. It is a nice little touch. And yes, that's everything I'm getting inside my box there. So I'm just going to put all this stuff off to the side and we'll come back to the main star of the show in a second. And voila, just like that, huh? Camera magic, people. Camera magic. So here is the actual phone itself. And first impression is that it feels super, super solid, which to be honest with you do expect from Huawei products. I've had quite a few of them over the years, and honestly, the build quality, it's literally second to none. It is the Apple-esque in terms of the way they feel, the way they look. They've really got their own design language going for themselves, which Samsung kind of copied a little bit, and then Huawei, yeah. Anyway, this is the P40 Pro, the latest and greatest, and we'll take the plastic off, shall we? Let's take this off here. So, it's just a little pull tab here, but when you try and pull it, it doesn't actually pull off, so just basically pull it from the top all the way down, and happy days. Oh, that feels nice. That feels very, very nice in the hand, actually. Yeah, I'm liking that. Oh, it feels so much different than last year, even though it's only 1 year for the P30. For the P30 Pro, sorry. Wow. Huh? Look at that. So you can see there are actually two cameras up there, which we'll go for in just a moment or two. And the actual glass falls off every edge. So you can see there's like a little waterfall going off there, a little waterfall going off there. The actual screen doesn't, which is good, because obviously you're not going to be getting those silly little kind of edges that you saw on the Mate 30 Pro. Sorry, but it looked fantastic, but it just looked a little weird as well. It's alright. And in terms of the colour, this is the matte grey. As you can see, it's not super, super grey. It's more blue than all else. So I'm just going to take little stickers off the back of it, give you a proper full look of it. Right, so there we go. Look at that. Wow. That's a beautiful colour. It gives that matte feel. It feels super smooth, but it doesn't feel slippy, if that makes sense. You feel it's like, oh, it's like a nice kind of satin, like, oh, that feels nice. But then it's not slippy. It's soft but not slippy. Hope that kind of makes sense. So in terms of the main specifications, again, we've got the 6.6 inch OLED display, 90 Hz. It does DCI-P3, HDR10. Are you really bothered about that? Probably not for some of it because it's a phone. But if you're interested in it, then it's there for you. Got Android 10 out of the box with EMUI 10.1. We've got the Kirin 990 5G, which means it's got the extra core for the 5G in terms of performance, which means it's pretty much one of the fastest kind of processors on the market right now. Oh, look at that. I like the little shimmer. That's from my light here. And I forget the other light. Oh, that's my light there, and that's the other light there. That looks fantastic, doesn't it? Huh? Wow. I really, really do like the actual look of that. Now, it is picking up some fingerprints or some hand grease, as they might call it. It doesn't really show up much until you actually do look for it. You can probably just see it just a little bit at the bottom there as well. So, yeah. In terms of the camera specifications, because let's be honest, that's one of the biggest selling points of this actual phone. It does have a 50 megapixel wide camera, a 40 megapixel ultra wide camera, and it's also got a 12 megapixel telephoto lens, which is a 5x optical zoom. It's not a zoom, it's optical, but it's not actually, you can't zoom in and out. It is a fixed optic, and it's 5x. So again, we've got the 50 megapixel, the 40 megapixel, and we've also got the 12 megapixel. You also can probably see there, you're probably thinking, Sam, I can see the extra lens there. That is a time of flight sensor. And obviously you've got your dual tone LED flash there. So in terms of the cameras, yeah, this bad boy is packing some heat. It is the biggest, the 50 megapixel is the biggest sensor that's been put in, I think, any phone more recently. It might have been up there with some of the Nokias back in the day. But in terms of pure size, it's bigger than the S20. And I believe it's bigger than like the Oppo and the new Xiaomi ones as well. So yeah, that's, oh man, I really like the colour of that. It says it's grey, and when you first look at it, it's like, yeah, okay, it's grey. But then when you twist it, it's got some blue, it's got a bit of frosty silver. Now they actually do a frost silver version as well. And I'm trying to fathom how it's going to look any much different than that in person. Because that is just, that's pretty bonkers, isn't it? Absolutely love it. In terms of the storage and the RAM, it's got 8 gigabytes of RAM, and it comes with 256 gig out of the box. I believe you can get a 512 model, but I think out of the box it comes with 256 for all of the Pro versions anyway. The standard P40 should come with 128 gig if you're looking for that one as well. On the actual RAM itself, and the storage, sorry, is UFS 3.0, so it should be nice and fast. And I'm going to shut up, I'm going to turn it on for the first time, and we'll see what it's like, shall we? Just going to put it there. It's great for it to boot up. So as it's booting up, we'll tell you some of the specs and some of the video. It does 4K at 60 frames per second. It also does 1080p at 60, at 30, 720 at 7,680 frames per second. I guess we'll test that because that sounds a bit bonkers. And 1080p at 960 frames per second. Yeah, and also does HDR video as well. At the top here, it does have 2 cameras, a 32 megapixel standard lens, and then a time of flight sensor. But it's also got, which you can't tell, but it's got it's an infrared time of flight sensor, which is for depth, and it's a biometric sensor. So in terms of actual reading your face, it's a lot more secure than, let's say, just a standard one with a camera. It does have some of the biometrics in there to help it be a bit more secure than just a standard camera in there, which, let's be honest, it's always nice to have in there. So here we have it, English. Tell you what, we're going to turn it, I'm going to set it all up, and we'll come back, and we'll see what it's all about, shall we? Yeah? All right, see you soon. Okay, so I've been playing around with it for a little bit. I've done the initial setup, and I've been kind of messing around with it a little bit here or there. And I must say, it feels super, super smooth. Again, this is just a quick initial impression. What I will do is I'll probably do a video after maybe a week or so, just telling you what I think about it in terms of battery life, etc, etc. I've been playing around with the actual camera, having a quick look at the actual settings. And in terms of the video mode, which is obviously a lot of people are interested in, just to kind of show you, when you go to it, it's default out of the box, comes at 1080p, 30 frames per second, and the efficient video format is actually turned off by default. which I thought was a little bit strange. So personally, you probably want to turn that on if you want to save a bit of storage. It obviously uses the new X265 codec, but you can actually go 4K. But if you notice there, it says notes. You get to read it for you. It says beautification effects are not supported at 4K or 60 FPS. Beauty effects are not supported at 4K or 60, and filters are not supported at 4K or 60. So if you do go 4K or 60, you'll be losing out on beautification, meh, video effects, and filters, meh. So yeah, if you're happy about losing them, 4K baby, all the way. What you can also do is not just 4K, but you actually do 4K at 60, which is a big leap for Huawei in terms of that, because forever they didn't even do 4K for quite a while. Now we've got 4K at 60. I will be doing a couple of samples, so stay tuned for that. I can go to my backyard, so those that are used to seeing the good old kind of like video in the backyard of a quick video test, this will be getting that test. Yeah, happy days, right? You change the aspect ratio, etc, etc. One thing I've noticed, and I don't know if it's just me, but I can't seem to figure it out right now, is when you go to photo, you can't change the resolution. So you go into settings. Again, I've not fully looked into it, but I can't seem to find any settings for that. Just go straight to video, and then it's got these two here, or these three options. So right now, I'm not seeing any options to change the resolution. Maybe it's not an option. Again, if you know, then let me know down below. There's the AI lens. So we'll come back to that because, yeah, we've got some more settings. So we do have slow-mo. We get the panorama, monochrome, AR lens, light painting, HDR, time-lapse, stickers, document reader, underwater mode, dual view, and the high-res mode. We've got pro mode, we get the video, photo, you get portrait, night mode, and the aperture mode as well. So yeah, this is something I'll be doing a lot more testing on because obviously the camera is like the biggest selling point of a Huawei phone for me personally. Is this can replace a lot of people's cameras, which is mind-boggling when you think about it. It's a phone, but yeah. So you do have the app gallery. Again, if you want me to do more in-depth videos on what's the app gallery like, because I have a P30 Pro, I can maybe see, you know, what's available in the Play Store and that's not available on here. Obviously, the Google apps, that's just a given. You're not going to get them on the P40 Pro, or are you? Again, I'm going to do a video based on that one as well. So hopefully there should be a hell of a lot of content coming out for this one. But again, initial first impressions are it's fast, it's slick. I have turned on the dark mode straight away. That 90Hz panel, it just seems like it's kicked in straight away. Everything just seems really fast and fluid. Again, we're only going from 60 to 90, but I am really feeling it. It feels... It could just be the new processor. Could be it's a brand new phone. But my initial impressions are this is buttery smooth. And that's exactly what Android needs and exactly what Huawei needs. So yeah, to be honest with you, performance has never really been Huawei's issue. It's always been the software. The software is looking fantastic. Obviously it's missing Google. Can we fix that? We'll find out in a future video. But if you have any questions with regards to this or anything else by now, you know what to do by now. You can hit me in a comment down below. Tell you what we'll do is we'll give it a good old flossy cart, shall we? Give it a good old buff. There we go. Make it look nice and pretty. Look at that, eh? Looks bloody fabulous. Yeah, hit me up in a comment down below. If you are new to the channel, then go and hit that subscribe button. It is very much appreciated. I'm kind of getting back into swing and making videos again, so stay tuned for more videos. You're probably just going to see some, they might have mistakes in them. They might have some little crappy little cuts here or there. But hey, I'm back on the grind, and you'll see some more from me. If you want to hit me up on Twitter, I am Sam at SamJPullard, on Instagram, Facebook, you name it, all of them at SamJPullard. And go on, while you're on this video, smash like. You know you want to. Anyway, once again, I do appreciate you watching. And yeah, you'll probably see these bad puppies and this phone in future videos. Cheers, everyone.